Hello there, my name is Access, and today I was going to post Resident Evil 7 Part 5, but then Blizzard decided that we're ready for update 7.2, and a lot of people are, but I, on the other hand, haven't played at all for the past 5 or 6 months, so yeah. However, I wanted to do a first thoughts video on this update, so yeah. I don't really know. This isn't something I've ever really done before. I've only ever done gaming videos, so forgive me, this is something I'm new to. But anyways, let's just get into the video so I'm not holding you up. So, to begin, we must go to Dalaran. There we will meet with Khadgar and all the Class Order Hall's, co-leaders, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, quickly, one thing I want to point out, though, before I move on with this, is that Khadgar is layered over all the players, so I can pick up the quest from him instead of digging through, let's say, 60 different people and a giant-ass fucking mammoth mount. So that's good, right? Yeah. Anyways, once you accept the next quest, the patch trailer will play. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, though, I will leave a link in the description below so you can go and watch it right now and come back, or watch it after the video. Either is fine, as long as you finish the video. Please.
Burn it to ash.
Now, we must go to the broken shore on the backs of our arcane eagle, phoenix, birdie thingies. And we must establish a foothold for the forces of Legionfall. This single-player scenario then ends with a battle against Mephistroth. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But if you didn't know, Mephistroth actually appeared in Warcraft 3 just for a little bit.
Is everything proceeding as planned, Tychondrius? Lord Archimon demands a report on the Scourge.
Lich King's young Death Knight has been performing well. Almost too well. I begin to wonder if Ner'zhul has ulterior motives for his new champion.
The human means nothing in the long run. Ner'zhul wouldn't dare undermine our efforts now.
Now, I don't really have an opinion on the scenario, but it does have, it has small pros and cons, nothing that I feel a need to really express to you, but, I mean, here's this, but, his voice, though. His voice, though, was kind of cool. It was it sounded more demonic and more evil than the other one, which sounded more like a normal person in their 20s that was probably actually drunk. Once we're out of the scenario, we go out to collect the Nether Shards, which is basically Apexis crystals. Oh, thank you, Blizzard. I totally wanted more of that shit. And, yeah, the whole zone really reminded me of Tanan Jungle in World of Draenor. Other than the challenge from the dailies and the dailies in the sky... World quests. The whole process is too much like World of Draenor for my likings. And, like most of us can agree, World of Draenor was a fucking piece of shit. It promised way too much and didn't deliver. Legion, however, has been delivering, but so far, what they announced wasn't really... I find that the worst things about this expansion are the things they don't announce. The things that they don't want to tell us. Anyways, I'm gonna move on now, instead of rambling on and saying, I hate this fucking expansion because I'm a sweaty-ass fucking nerd. Yeah. Anyways, I sadly wasn't able to try out everything before I had to write the script to this video and, actually edit it. I was able to fit in the new heroic, though, for Return to Karazhan and the new dungeon, Cathedral of Light. So here are my thoughts on the Cathedral of Light. I was awed the moments I walked in. This dungeon just looked amazing. It was beautiful. You had these incredible elven ruins, but with the occasional fell corruption here and there. Well, I would have hoped for a bit more fell, seeing as the entire outside of the tomb is green. I can see why the entirely fell version would have been, boring and ugly as shit, and kind of ruin the whole elven aspect of it. Even if they made, the elven statues out of fell, which actually looks cool, because I'm pretty sure they had, one of those in the dungeon or somewhere in the world, but I just think that, a bit more fell would have been nice, but I'm not going to complain too much about that. So upon clearing the trash a bit through the balcony area, I got the chance to look down upon the area below, because when you go into this dungeon, you are on the balcony that's above the main floor level of the Tomb of Sargeras. And this is where the raid actually starts. So you get a sneak peek, basically, of what the beginning room of the raid will look like. And I just love the attention to detail, as like when I got to look down there after the dungeon was over and everybody left, I looked down and I saw corpses. I also saw giant bats flying around that tried to kill me. 2 of them did while I was trying to get the fucking shot. But hey, look, I killed them. Oh my god. OPDK, help. But they had like the dead bodies down there. I believe like the lore or whatever that's going on here is that like they tried to invade the tomb to use like the Aegis of Agamar and all the other fucking Titan artifacts, or I forget what they're called. I don't think they really succeeded, because at the end of the dungeon, Khadgar says, "We failed," and then you have to fight these fuckers at the end in the same room and blah blah blah. They're actually really cool fights. Like the end fight against Mephistroth was interesting, to say the least. The one phase, though, where Illidan comes back and you have to shield him with the Aegis for him to reveal where Mephistroth is. It's pretty unique, but it's a very boring part of the fight, in my opinion, because you had all these people, all these shadows of him going around the room, and you just killed these things. And one person shat in the middle of the room, and the shit just produced a shield of Agamar, and the shit had to turn, and he had to turn as like these arcane shadow balls came flying at him from all directions from these shadow Mephistroth things. So basically, someone shat. Their shit had to shield Illidan, and then they had fucking Mephistroth's testicles flying at them, trying to kill Illidan. You know, that is actually a much better fight than what actually happened. But anyways, so I believe that in my opinion, I think the fight could have been better, but I don't think it needs to really be that good. I mean, for such a unestablished lore character, really, since his only establishment was that one conversation in Warcraft 3, and then we get this in this expansion. I don't know if there's anything else that he missed, or if he's in books or something. He probably is. I didn't really go through and read the wiki, but yeah, that's just my opinion on that fight. Now, after I cleared the instance with the group, then everybody started leaving and stuff, and actually, at the end, you get this really cool dialogue from Egwin, and I'm going to show you that quickly right now.
In ages past, this shield defended the young world soul against madness and corruption. Today, it serves those who fight for Azeroth. I am Egwin, guardian of Tirisfal. I left behind this echo of my power as a safeguard in the event that the wards I put in place to protect the tomb failed. Indeed, I sense that the master of the Burning Legion now schemes to claim his prize. Yet there is still hope. By anchoring the pillars of creation in the halls below, you will restore my wards and push back against the invaders. Then you must venture into the depths of the tomb and use the Eye of Aman'Thul to eradicate the Fellstorm and sever the Legion's link to Azeroth.
Did you just yawn?
But the pillars alone cannot bring victory. Only a united army founded on strength and courage can conquer the Legion. When you and your allies are prepared for the final battle, my echo will return to aid you. The fate of Azeroth rests in your hands.
And so she says some stuff about how she put a protective barrier around it and stuff, and how you're all going to need to work together, horde an alliance, and go and attack the tomb and shit and all that fun stuff, you know. But it was kind of cool for lore purposes and stuff. Like, I feel like it didn't really push the plot forward. It kind of just told us stuff that we already knew. And I wish that they did more with that, because Egwin is an amazing character. and they could do so much more with her with that astral projection, I guess. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah. Now I'm going to move on to Karazhan. Now, I don't really actually have this part scripted yet. I'm going to do this completely just off the top of my head, so I apologize if I make any mistakes from here on in. Now, the thing about Karazhan, the return to Karazhan, not the raid, but the new dungeon, I liked it being longer, but I can understand why you split it in half. That is understandable. But, I don't like the ability to go into the second half without completing the first half. Okay? Alright, I just want to get out of the way. I don't even know if that even is a possibility, actually. I just assume it is. So, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. I would love you to. Anyways, now, as I moved forward and we got onto, like, the, I believe, like, nosebleed sections or whatever, balconies, I guess, when we started killing the ads up there, they had, like, pennies from heaven ability, which was pretty much an insta-kill, so you had to dodge that in the mythic version. But in the heroic one, no, it was useless. It was just a little tickle on your fucking penis. Okay? It was jacking you off with pennies. And you would come, and you would kill them with that cum. This is getting sexual, but I don't really care. I'm not family friendly, so fuck you. Anyways, so we moved on further into the dungeon, and we got to the stage part, which actually didn't take long because you could pull everything in the fucking dungeon, AoE it all down, and the tank would maybe go to I dropped to 25% at the least during all the pulls. Even pulls, but we pulled the entire, look at this, we pulled this entire room, and I didn't drop that low. And when I did, I had cooldowns that kept me up. I should not be able to survive that, even in a fucking heroic dungeon. Okay? Okay. In the heroic version, though, of course, it's easy as shit, and the health on each one dropped from 100 million to 20. 20. All the bosses in this goddamn dungeon had 20 million health. Except for maybe Moreau's, but Moreau's had 40 million, so still, dropping from about 150 million health in the Mythic version. It just felt nothing like the Mythic version, and it's just not something I enjoyed. But I can understand why it's in the game for those of us that aren't able to actually, just go in and do this stuff, we're not able to go in and do these dungeons on mythic difficulty that take hours to complete and planning, and it's just too much time for those that have work and lives. Alright, and now let's move on to the second part of the dungeon. Actually, I can't, because I wasn't able to get footage of it. Because you know what? Blizzard made it so the daily reset has to go through for me able to do the second part, because the first part counts with the second part. So apparently, I did the entirety of fucking Karazhan today. Just 4 bosses. Half the goddamn dungeon. And I'm not allowed to continue with the fucking heroic second part. It's so stupid. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click the like button and subscribe so you can get notifications for when... Oh, wait, no. You have to click the bell, and then you can get notifications for when I upload new videos. I upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And if you didn't like the video, click the dislike button and comment below on what I can do to improve my videos for you in the future, if you even care about me. Care about, telling me how to improve. You bastard! So again, my name is Voidaxis. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.